Hi there. I'm Tiare Walker. This is my husband, Spencer, and we are regional directors and certified health coaches with Take Shape for Life. And we actually are from Utah. So we wanted to share with you something that's been really helpful for our team, and hopefully it will be helpful to you as well. We call it a day at the park. And this is all about momentum and how you can increase momentum in your own business.
So what we want to talk about today is the flywheel. Now, Tiara and I, we have three children, and we like to simplify things and make it more easy to understand. Um, we also like to read a lot to help with our business and our business understanding. And within one book called Good to Great, by I believe it's Jim Hansen, Jim Collins, excuse me. He wrote this principle about the flywheel. The flywheel principle is a great principle, but we wanted to again make it simple, a little more simple, and so we wanted to call it the merry-go-round principle. Again, reverting back to our always going out with our children and playing. So the merry-go-round principle is it's a very basic idea or concept of how to get your business to go from build-up to breakthrough. Now, the build-up to breakthrough can be anything really. It could be anything for you. It could be from you going from a health coach to a senior coach, or from you going from a senior coach to an executive director, or even beyond. And so what that build up to breakthrough is for you could be different for each individual. However, the concept or the principles to get you to that spot are the same. And so what we want to talk about are what are those principles within the merry-go-round cycle to get you to that success, to that momentum that you're looking for. So just as there are with merry-go-rounds, you have to push them. You can't stand in the middle of them and expect them to go. You can't just give light little taps and to get a merry-go-round started. You have to really put a lot of effort into getting that merry-go-round to go. So how do you push a merry-go-round? Well, initially, with your first push, you use a lot of force. So what is the first push to get your merry-go-round business to momentum? The first push is practice calls. Now with practice calls, it's critical that you're plugging into your mentor coach and really taking advantage of their experience. When we first started in the business, I did my mentor call or my practice calls with my mentor coach, who was my sister-in-law. I thought I was experienced talking on the phone. I thought I understood the program well enough. And as I started doing my practice call, we looked at how I did and realized that I hadn't talked about the habits of health at all. So here I am excited and all anxious to talk about the meal replacements and the program and how awesome it is and how good I feel and all of this and all of the great stuff and dream weaving and everything. When it came down to it, I had forgotten to talk about the most important, or at least the critical aspects of the healthy habits or the habits of health. And so doing practice calls really helps you find where your weaknesses are or where your strengths are or where you may be able to tweak a few things to make it a little more, to make it flow a little bit better. So although practice calls are important, they're important throughout your whole business career, throughout your whole life with the business. Even though you may be a new coach or a veteran coach, it's still important to do these practice calls to hone your skills even more. And so that's critical. However, the first push is only going to give you very little momentum. It's not going to keep that merry-go-round going. It's going to take additional pushes to do that.
That's right. So the second push are daily connections. And so as you have had success on the program, and invariably people are coming to you and asking you what you do, and you've decided to be a coach and help other people, you need to connect with them daily. You can do this through your Facebook posts. You can do this through any other social media or networking ways. You can do this. One thing that I always tell my coaches is don't stay in your house and stay at your computer all day long. Get out and talk to people. You got healthy so that you could live life. Why don't you get out and enjoy life at its fullest and share what you love? And as you do that and make those daily connections with people who you talk to at the store, friends and family, share with them what this program has done for you. Share with them your story. Kim Fisk talks a lot about sharing your story and why it's so important that you connect with people that way. It's because everybody loves a good story. And so as you share your story and make those connections with people, they're going to see the passion that you have for what you do, and whether they can benefit from the program or not. But we all know we all can benefit from the program. Whether they would become your client or not, they know what you do. They know how much you care and how passionate you are. And so with that, that's going to give you some momentum that's going to build on those practice calls. It's going to give you confidence, and it's going to push you into number 3. Your third push is actively spreading the word. And many of you may know this as collecting yeses, but it's essentially enlisting the help of your friends and your family, the people who are close to you, and asking them if they will help you spread the word about what you're doing. Because really, you don't know who you're going to be connected to. If you ask them to share a little bit of what you're doing with their sphere of influence and their contact circles, it just expands whose lives you can touch. We have clients who are friends of friends of friends of friends, and I'm sure many of you have clients the same, have retained clients the same way, because they heard from those people how you were able to help them. And so if you are actively spreading the word with your clients and with your friends and family, and asking them to share what you're doing with other people, it's just going to give you that much more momentum and pushing you forward, and really giving your business a really big shove in the right direction. So that's 3 times the momentum, and we're really starting to build now. Our fourth push, I just love this kid. I love this picture. I feel like this when I am in trainings. The world is spinning. I'm hanging on for dear life, and I'm trying my hardest to just love it. And I do. I love every minute of it. I'm sure this kid loved every minute of it. But sometimes when we come out of trainings, we feel like we're a little lightheaded. We feel a little overwhelmed. Can barely stand on our own 2 feet because we've had such a good time, but we're still just trying to figure out what to do. So something that's been so important for us in attending trainings are a couple of things. The first thing is to get yourself to as many trainings as possible that you can physically be to. If you are unable to attend for whatever reason, distance or whatever, we have this magical thing called the internet, and a webinar is a great way for you to be able to reach out and get the training that you need. Trainings are not just for your business. Trainings are not just to show you how to be an empathetic coach or the logistics of how to acquire clients. It is the personal development that you will learn at trainings that you can get no other way. That's what's really given us that big push of momentum, is being able to grow ourselves, because your business will only grow as big as you are. And so get to those trainings. They're so fundamental. And then walk away from those trainings with 1 or 2 things that you can do to improve yourself in your business, and 1 or 2 things that you can do to improve yourself personally. And then as you become more able and more capable as a leader and as a business, your business is growing, you're going to be able to add more to those. And so it's not just 1 or 2 things. You're taking home lists of things that you can do, but you're not overwhelmed because you already have things to do. So that's giving you a really big push. Really, that's been one of the biggest pushes for us. I thought I knew what Take Shape for Life was until I went to National Convention last year. And suddenly my vision of what is actually possible was expanded in numerous ways. And so your business will be able to reflect that extra momentum and that effort that you put into getting to trainings. Your 5th push is our client support. Do we not love our clients? Isn't this the reason why we became coaches? This is really the bread and butter of why we are coaches, is because we get to hear what our clients are doing. We get to celebrate their victories on and off the scale. I love seeing the things that they're doing. I love seeing them shrink and then grow personally. It's the most amazing feeling. And so if you are doing great client support every week, that is going to give not only your clients a push in their own program and staying on track, but it's going to give you a push because it's going to remind you why you do what you do. And so when you get caught up in the small little monotonous things and sending out messages or emails and things like that, it does become a little bit tedious. But when you establish a great relationship with your clients and provide great client support, all of a sudden, all of those other tedious things melt away, and you are reminded every week why you do what you do. Something that I love about client support is as you provide that support to your clients, they reciprocate that, and they become more excited and more engaged. And they do one of 2 things. They either become a coach themselves because they know that they can do it, and they have your full support. And the second thing that they do, if they don't become a coach, they start to bring all of their friends and family because they know that you are a great coach. And that is only going to increase the momentum in your business and get you into our sixth push.
So the sixth push is consistency. Now, consistency is an important principle because consistency is what carries through everything, and it's doing everything continuously. So ultimately, it's not going to be one push that gets you where you want to go. It's going to be doing all of those pushes and doing them constantly and frequently, and and putting the effort and the force required to get that merry-go-round to go. So consistency is key. It really is key to keeping your business to continue to grow, and not only to grow, but to get from that build up to the breakthrough, to whatever your end goal is. And so consistency is key in that. But and then what that does is, like I said, it's not one single push, but it's a combined effort of all the pushes, and that's when you finally reach that continuous momentum, where the merry-go-round is now going, and it's not just now you just have to touch it and tap it and keep it moving. So and it doesn't require the same force that required to get it going, and that's when you reach momentum. So keep at it and enjoy the ride. And like I said, that first push is going to be your hardest push, and your second push is going to be hard. Your third push is a little bit less hard, and then it keeps getting less and less hard as far as the pushes are concerned because the momentum is created. And the sixth push is a lot easier than the first push, and that's momentum. That's your business growing and developing, and you reaching that breakthrough to the successes that you're looking for. So, enjoy the ride while you're on it.
That's right. We love being health coaches. We love the momentum that we've experienced through this amazing program, and we hope that you enjoy the momentum that this might bring to you, and we hope it's helpful. Thanks.
Hey, thanks.